As it has become the manner of Infinix, barely 5 months after the Infinix Note 7 and Note 7 Lite, we now have a refresh in the Note 8 and 8i. Still no stylus, this is the Infinix Note 8i. A toned down and more affordable version of the Note 8. Could this be the best budget offering? What is up guys, the name is Easy and welcome to the channel. Now straight to the point, this is the Infinix Note 8i. Actually not a very different device from the Infinix Note 8, just a slight difference in design and size and camera configuration, and this is currently retailing for around 67,500 naira. I'll also be reviewing the Note 8 soon and probably comparing both devices so you'll be able to choose which will be the better value for money. So do make sure to hit on that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll be the first to know when I post that video. Now starting with the box of the Infinix Note 8i, it has the same design as the box of the Hot 10 I reviewed not too long ago. This time with a grey strip teasing a better Helio G80 processor. The Infinix Note 7 had the Helio G70. Getting into the box, as always, you get the device first with a sticker highlighting key specifications. A Mediatek Helio G80 processor teasing better gaming performance, 6.78 inches display, 48 megapixel quad cameras, and 5200 mAh battery, 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage. There are other memory options up to 6 gigs, 128 gig storage. The color I have here is Ice Diamond. You also get Black Diamond and Blue Diamond. Other items you're going to find in the box are your earphones, a USB-C cable, and 18 watts fast charger. For documentation, you get an X-Park card, also an X-Club card and a Care Plus card, offering you 100 days free screen repair. You also get a film screen protector and finally a transparent protective casing. Taking off the stickers from the back of the device, it reveals this interesting design pattern. Diamond-shaped cuts that looks to have some stripe pattern. But these stripes are underneath the plastic back. You can't feel it. The back is smooth. Like the Note 7 and recent Infinix phones, we have a side-mounted fingerprint scanner which also doubles as the power button. And it is placed on the right side alongside the volume rocker keys. It is easily reachable and you have no problem unlocking your device. At the left side, you still get the dual nano SIM card tray which support SD card up to 512 GB. At the bottom, you have the headphone jack, a single noise cancelling microphone. Unlike the Note 7, we have USB-C this time, and a bottom-firing mono speaker. Infinix is still yet to resurrect the X Pen. The top of the device is plain. As expected with XOS, you still get a lot of annoying bloatware and ads placement. Thankfully, it's Android and you can customize it to your tastes. I have a video showing how to disable ads and bloatware. You can find the link in the description below. I'm currently using Microsoft Launcher with this setup. I could say the Infinix Note 8i is a huge device at 6.78 inches. But then again, recently we've not really had any small Infinix phones. The main Note 8 is at 6.95 inches, so I guess we could say this one is considerably smaller. Still on the design, the Infinix Note 8i has a slightly different design pattern from the Note 8, and like I mentioned earlier, these stripes are underneath the plastic. Infinix has bowed to peer pressure and arranged the cameras in the same fashion from Samsung's 2020 phones. The bump is slight and not very pronounced. The device is built of plastic on the rear and glass on the display. It has a single hole punch cutout to the left of the display, housing the selfie camera. Unlike the Note 7 which had an LCD display, the Infinix Note 8i sports a 720p TFT display, which is acceptable for a budget device. Colors are not as vibrant as you would get from an LCD display, much more an AMOLED, but this works. It has an 80.2% screen to body ratio and a display density of 264 pixels per inch. With the hole punch cutout to the left, there is hardly any obstruction when consuming media content. When holding the phone in landscape mode, you can easily obstruct the speaker. This is common with devices having bottom-firing mono speaker. You get dual flashlights at the top of the display to help with nighttime selfies. The Infinix Note 8i comes with up to 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, with the price going higher depending on which memory option you choose. Regardless of what memory option you choose though, you'll get good enough performance, though the 6 gig version will be your best pick. Apps launch fine and run very well, multitasking is on point, RAM management and app retention is also on point even with this 4 gig variant. You also get the X Note app even as we don't get the X Pen, so you could probably use a normal touch stylus if you need it. Or maybe this is a teaser that the next Infinix Note device is going to be coming with the X Pen. Who knows? Fingers crossed. The Infinix Note 8i joins the list of Infinix phones released with Android 10 right out of the box and unlikely to see the next Android version. Now come to think of it, how many of you guys really care about what Android version your device is running or if it is upgradable to the next Android version? Well, personally I do. But what about you guys? Does it matter to you if it's running on Android 10? Do you really care whether it's going to get Android 11 upgrade? You think it matters to the average consumer? Do leave a comment in the comment section. Who knows, maybe Infinix will take your feedback. The Infinix Note 8i sports the Mediatek Helio G80 processor. Considering the price this device comes at, this is a great performance value for money. This device is currently priced lower than the base model of the Infinix Note 7 but packs slightly better processing power. Gaming here is quite good, and that is to be expected as the Helio G80 is well optimized for gaming. You can play PUBG up to HD and high frame rates and you will experience no lags. Call of Duty Mobile also runs quite smoothly without issues. If you want to see a separate gaming review for the Infinix Note 8i, please leave a comment. If I get 10 comments requesting for the gaming review, I'll make that video. Benchmark scores here is also impressive for a device at this price point. With Antutu you get 195064. You can also expect slightly higher score with the 6GB variant. With Geekbench you're going to get a single core score of 358 and a multi-core score of 1340. The Infinix Note 8i packs a sizable 5200 mAh battery, and you can expect to get a full day without needing to charge, even on heavy usage. If you do need to charge with this 18W fast charger, you can power up the device from 0 to 100 in about 2 hours. The camera configuration of the Infinix Note 8i is a tad different from its elder sibling, packing an 8MP single selfie camera and a 48MP main camera on the rear, with 2MP macro camera, 2MP depth sensor, a QVGA camera and quad LED flash. You get a ton of camera features including slow motion up to 240 frames per second. Pictures from the rear camera is quite decent with decent color accuracy and dynamic range. The macro camera is 2MP, so I won't have high expectations, but I guess it gets the job done. There's no wide angle lens here. Portrait shots from the rear camera is also decent with good edge detection. Outdoor selfies are decent, indoor selfies are mostly dependent on the lighting conditions, but I'll say it's good enough. Selfie portraits are also decent. You also get Pro mode. It has a super night mode and can take decent pictures in low light, though not in pitch darkness. Summarily, you get decent picture performance from the Infinix Note 8i. On the video performance, it can shoot up to 2K on the front and the rear cameras. It has no stabilization. Testing the selfie cameras of the Infinix Note 8i. It has an 8MP selfie camera. It's a single selfie camera and it can shoot up to 2K, slightly above 1080p, that is 1440p. The Note 8i is a great offering from Infinix and it's also very reasonably priced. For 65,700 you get the base model, which is also closely priced to the Infinix Hot 10, which has 3GB of RAM, and that retails around 62,500 naira. But this is probably the better offering at its price point. Now, would I recommend this device? Definitely, as long as you can look past the lack of software updates and the bloatware and ads. Would you want to see a comparison with the Hot 10 or the Note 8? Do hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Peace.